Hi friends, wizd here, welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're finally testing Whisper. Let's see if we'll get convinced to join the Whisper Church that Saph started. You know me, I'm mostly skeptic, like whenever another content creator praises a certain rare or epic too much, I think that maybe it needs crazy gear. Maybe it's not achievable for the majority of the players. So we've tested Oburu twice. Once I geared her like probably in the wrong way, and then when we geared her properly and did the second test, go check those videos, I was convinced that Oburu is a valid damage dealer, especially for Hydra but in other areas as well in the game. Let me show you my best Oburu results yet, just to start this video. So this was my Hydra key on normal last week, and as you can see, on a very long fight, I had to run this one manually, Oburu is doing as much damage as Tranda, almost. Like that's a very small variance there, because Oburu on her A1 with enough debuffs on the Hydra heads, especially the severed ones, can do AoEs with her A1, which she will do with Lady Mikage anyways. So Lady Mikage is a great pairing with Oburu, but probably that's if you get Lady Mikage. But even without her, those A1s and Oburu's damage is ranking up to Tranda, whom we know is crazy for damage for Hydra. So Oburu is so super OP, and that's who we'll compare Whisper against today. So back to the game, lots of players are recommending Whisper because of her huge damage potential for bosses and everything. Let's go see why they are recommending Whisper, and then we will test her against Oburu. I will not change the gear, I will not swap the gear to make it even. Let's see if Whisper can stand on her own. What are we comparing her against? My Oburu is fully ascended with Crushing Rend, so she's doing massive amounts of damage there. And I built her in Savage super slow for Hydra. Like 128 speed, forget about the speed, 5.6k attack, which is decent attack, and 317 crit damage. These are very powerful damage stats. And of course War Master, because we're using her for Hydra. Yeah, it's visible on the screen. Now let's compare how I geared my Whisper. I've gave her the support tree. Probably I can change it to the defense tree, but yeah, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that she has a War Master as well. Relentless is one of the best sets that you can put your Whisper in. I built her way faster because I want to use her in other content as well, so almost 220 speed. Speed is irrelevant for our test here. 5.2k attack, so her attack is low, 270 crit damage. That's decent crit damage, but still that's like what? Almost 50% crit damage lower than Oburu. So with 6-star Crushing Rend and the lower attack and crit damage, if Whisper today can beat Oburu in our damage test, that means that she's worth all the praise everybody's giving her. Of course, my next thing here, if I can get a blessing, especially 6-star with Crushing Rend for her, she will be way powerful, especially that I empowered my Whisper to be +4. So where are we doing that test? We won't have a long testing cycle here. I'll just go to Doom Tower Hard, Stage 10. I already ran this once. Let me just remove Baron here because I want to do like even a more realistic test with you guys. Let's just use what? Let's say Arbiter. Yeah, for a speed boost here, for an attack boost, sorry, here. So let's see. Yeah. On the waves, we're doing whatever. I want to have decreased defense and weaken because it boosts Whisper's damage. Oh, we don't have anyone to take care of the waves now that we removed Baron, but that's fine. Don't look at the damage numbers here. When we get to the boss, we'll see the stats. I gave Whisper a little bit of a head start in the damage comparison because I used her A3. Both of them are single target damage dealers, so that's why they are good on like bosses basically, but not so good with wave content. Both of them also are void. That's why I wanted to compare her against Oburu, so there is no weak hits. There is no affinity problem there. Only thing like where Whisper, even if Whisper is doing crazy amounts of damage, and that's what we'll test right now on the dragon, because she gives herself lots of extra hits. So that's why Relentless is good in her. If you're using her, for example, in a clan boss comp, unless it's a clan boss comp like a fast double man eater that you can put people in Relentless on, probably you won't be able to use her there. Look at that damage from Oboro. I would say that Oboro so far is beating Whisper, but yeah, we're only using A1s. Yeah, she's doing half the damage of Oboro on her A1. Again, Oboro got way better stats, but let's see. So, decrease defense and weaken. Provoke through the boss won't cause us any issues. Now let's start with her A3. So 2 hits, that's what? Almost 140k attack. And of course she got another turn because of Relentless and her kit. Wow, look at that A2. 240k attack. Of course she'll take more attacks anyway because she's faster. Now let's test Oboro's A3. So now we have big hit 240k from Whisper on her A2. Her A3 did like 140k. Now let's test Whisper's A3. 250k attack. So for now I think that Whisper is proving herself, especially with the boosted stats on Oboro. Okay. Let's give them another chance. A1. 130k. Well, 110 and then as a War Master proc. Let's test Oboro's A2. 2 hits, 120k each. Okay. Let's see now. We'll check the damage. I think that's my last silver key. So let's see what the damage numbers will be, and then maybe we can compare them elsewhere. Come on, look at this. Even with Oboro's massive hits, Whisper is still winning. I didn't expect that, to be honest. When I've seen those big hits from Oboro, I thought that it's a done deal. And I thought the test is a little bit unfair towards Whisper. But look at this, guys. Both of them are more or less very similar champions in being single target boss killer damage dealers that can fit into probably end game content if we talk about Hydra or hard dungeons for the bosses, or Centranos or Doom Tower hard maybe bosses and such stuff. With Oboro having way more advantage in blessing and stats, Whisper still won this comparison. I guess I'm convinced. I'm a believer now. Thank you, Saph. Yeah. No wonder he built 2 of her. Well, I don't think I'll build a second one, but yeah, I got 4 copies. Probably in our next Void session when they release the next guaranteed Void Lego or whatever, we might get another copy. I won't rush into building her, but if I have 6-star Crushing Rend on her, that would be awesome. She will be in all of my in-game content, and I'll even give her probably my best Relentless gear. Let's check her build once more, just what we're talking about here. I'm not talking early game, of course. 220 speed, 5k attack, and 270 crit damage. That's how you build a boss killer. Of course, if you have better gear, definitely give it to her. Masteries wise, what I would recommend, yes, probably the Offense 3 is okay with War Master. I was putting anything there just to boost her buffs, which she doesn't need most of the time. I built her with 100% crit rate anyways. Maybe takes just the defense tree for the counter attacks. But yeah, stat wise, Relentless really suits her just to help her even take more turns because of her passive and stuff. Her damage is increasing on bosses. Let's compare again the difference in stats. So whatever attack you can put on her, don't make her too slow. She needs to go fast. In Relentless, 270% crit damage, and she's absolutely a boss killer. Just to give you another taste of the difference here, Oboro got 500 attack and 50% crit damage, more than her, with 6-star Crushing Rend, and still Whisper won the fight. Yes, definitely worth the hype, definitely worth to be built into your in-game content. I'm convinced. I joined the cult. Tell me if you're convinced as well in the comments below. I hope this one was helpful to show you what she can do. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Bye.